All right, guys, welcome back to the Bad Thoughts podcast. Today we got the guys, the legends from OG 55, George, the Italiano, and OG. How you guys doing?
Doing
Fantastic.
good.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, guys. We always have a good time with you fellas. So
Yeah.
always a
Always a blast. Always a blast. OG, if you could tell us where they could find you and what, if they didn't see our previous episodes, what you guys do on your podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, thanks for having us on. You can find me on YouTube, Orange Grove 55. We talk all about a lot of theme park stuff, a lot of Disney park stuff, but we also dip into like nerd culture. We'll talk about, like, we did a show yesterday on Marvel being in shambles, that South Park Pandaverse video. So we dive into all kinds of entertainment stuff. So yeah, it's a good time. So check us out, Orange Grove 55 at YouTube. You can find me on Instagram at Orange Grove 55, and you can find me on X or Twitter at Orange Grove 55.
Yeah, we'll have all his stuff in his channel down below, and go follow them, please. George, Mr. Sriracha the Italiano, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on. I echo OG. It's always a great time, whether you guys are on our channel or we're on yours. It's always a good time.
Always a blast. And if you could tell the people where they can find you at, please.
Absolutely. You can find me on X, formerly known as Twitter. I don't know what the hell to call it nowadays. Or
I just
something
call
or
it
other.
Twitter. They'll
Yeah,
know what it is.
Yeah. So X, formerly known as Twitter, at Disney George. You could now also find me on Instagram under the Disney Italiano. And of course, you'll find me on Orange Grove 55 with Citrus Corner with all that sweet, juicy, but sometimes sticky Disney news and info.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Mr. Cannon Camper, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right today, Tones. I got one for you already. You ready?
Let's get it.
All right. So, today I was just chilling, and I'm like, you know what I really want? I want some nachos, but not just any nachos. I want some dirty ass nachos, but not like dirty ass nachos where you go like the food truck in the middle of nowhere and there's like no line. I just wanted like
the best
the,
nachos right
that,
there.
those are the best nachos, but I wanted the other kind, like the 7-Eleven style, but not
Oh,
all
man.
the way.
Oh,
I
real
know,
good.
right?
No,
Right?
no,
So-
no, no.
No, I didn't do it, but I did go and get myself, like the can of nacho cheese, and then I put a little bit of milk in there, just kind of like make it so it wasn't all gelatinous and too textured. And I poured over
Yeah.
some chips, and I'm eating that shit. I'm like, man, this is fucking good. And then I'm like, cool. I already know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I'm having pizza. So what I'm gonna ask y'all, I didn't do it, but I thought about it. Would you go with a Mexican nacho cheese pizza? Do you think that would work?
First off, I just have to say that you wanted dirty ass nachos. If you had given me 7-Eleven nachos, the only thing I'd be having is a dirty ass because like that shit would go through me.
Exactly.
I don't. I don't
It
know,
would be
man.
in place of the
I'm
sauce,
like
by the
I'm
way.
like one like if I'm craving like a nacho taste, I just want the nachos. If I want pizza, I want something like I can go for like I could do like a margarita pizza. I could do like an Italian balsamic type of pizza. Like I could do that. I can't do Hawaiian pizza. I'm sorry. I know you guys had talked about this previously. I can't do pineapple on pizza. I can't. I'm sorry.
I know, and I'm like the only one out of like all 50 guests we had that likes pineapple on my pizza, which I did end up having tonight. I did not put the nacho cheese on there, but at the same time, has anyone had mac and cheese pizza?
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
I've had it a few times, and it's good.
I don't like
That's
all
dough on
that.
dough. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like dough on dough.
I just
Well-
don't like all that stuff on a pizza. I just like a natural, like, give me mushrooms and pepperoni, and I'm like, I think that's like the best combo right there.
At California Adventure in Cars Land, they have this thing. It's kind of like what you're talking about, Candid. It's bread, like a bread
Cone,
dough.
right?
The cone, yeah.
Yeah.
And they put the mac and cheese, and then they crush like hot Cheetos over it. Dude.
See, now that's
good.
really good. See,
Good.
but here's the difference between that and the mac and cheese pizza. I can eat the mac and cheese out of the bread bowl cone, but if I was to take a bite out of that bread bowl cone mixed with the mac and cheese noodles, it's just too much dough texture.
Interesting. Speaking of hot Cheetos, which I don't think they call them hot Cheetos there. I can't remember what they call them. It's something funny, but like, dude, you totally know they're hot Cheetos. But anyways, actual flaming hot Cheeto mac and cheese. I saw them in the store the other day.
Oh no,
too.
I had that. That shit's
Is that
banging.
good?
That
Is
that
it?
shit's banging.
I
Yeah.
feel like that would be something that would taste really good. So I will tell you, if you ever come across like a random slice of mac and cheese pizza, give it a try. I think that it actually does its just like it'll do it justice. You'll be like, damn, this is actually not bad. But as far as dipping the Mexican nacho cheese like as the sauce, that might be a little weird, right?
Have you ever had
Mm.
jalapeno mac and cheese?
Yes, I have actually.
No, that's
It's
really
pretty
good.
good. Yeah.
Now, Candid, when you say nacho Mexican pizza, so you're talking like just to kind of so I can visualize it. You're talking
Mhm.
pizza, and then like nachos on top.
No. So the pizza with the nacho cheese sauce as your actual sauce instead of marinara.
Oh, got it.
Then you
Okay.
have your
You're
regular
talking about
cheese and some
like the
pepperoni.
Taco Bell Mexican
melt
pizza, but like
cheese?
a home version of it.
But not with the Mexican toppings, with the fucking pizza toppings. There's just you're doing your cheese and your pepperonis.
I would fuck with that. I would fuck with
uh,
that.
Yeah?
That sounds pretty decent. I don't know.
Right?
I would do it.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second, OG. Okay, we got to talk here for a second. You won't do fucking Parmesan chease, but you take mac and cheese.
I got.
Wait. Let me
turn in my Italian card. I think right.
let me just okay. So wait, so it's still pizza dough, correct? You're not talking about
Right.
using like a tortilla or anything. Okay,
Just straight up pizza. So think of it as a regular pizza how you normally build it. Instead of marinara or a white sauce, you're using nacho cheese sauce from a can.
So
I
it's
mean,
like a
I guess
pizza
I can't
torta.
really knock it because I haven't tried it. So I guess it sounds disgusting, but I mean, like, I'd probably be willing to try it. And there's a rule in my house that even if you try it, you always try it a second time because
Yeah,
then you
fair.
can reconfirm that it's either
Reconfirm?
you can reconfirm with yourself that if it's either it tastes like shit the first time, and you can reconfirm that it still tastes like shit, or you can say that
Sometimes you just need a shower or wipe better, right?
Yeah.
So the grocery store trip would be all those ingredients and toilet paper, and then you're
Pretty
good,
much.
right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Maybe a little preparation H too in there. You know.
Yeah, fuck, man. Fuck.
Don't forget to pay
Well-
the water bill.
I know, right?
So is there a place you could actually get said pizza, or is it more just
Yeah.
as a homemade type of thing?
At the
So
Candy
what
Camper
OG
house?
mentioned? Yeah, my house. What OG mentioned with that cone at the Cozy Cones. I think it's Cozy Cone number 3. We don't know about that. Which
Yeah.
which I don't know what number it is. I'm not that far into the world. But no, this place called what's it called? Incredible Mike's, I think, or something like that. Incredible John's. One of those dudes, but they're incredible. And you go in there, it's this big old box building with they have a couple rides in there and you play games, but it's unlimited food. And you just go up to like those little kiosk things, but it's more like obviously more kids based. But they still have like the bar room or like the sports room. You go in there and watch sports, get your beer. But
Nice.
they had the macaroni and cheese pizza, and that's the first time I actually had it.
And I
was like,
think
dude,
the reason
bang.
why I hesitate because I had the mac and cheese grilled cheese
Mhm.
at Panera Bread, and that thing was so fucking disgusting.
See,
It's also Panera though.
let me ask you
Hit or
guys
miss.
something.
Yeah.
Candace said he was going to bring up cheese earlier, but I'm bringing up cheese now. All right.
Oh.
One thing that I can't stand, and it's all over social media, and it fucking kills me, is these people who put cheese, not like slices of cheese, but like melted cheese
Right.
on literally everything, and not just like they'll have a bowl of nacho cheese and dip shit in there and eat it,
Yeah.
and they'll have a fucking hamburger.
Yeah.
Like a normal size hamburger, and then they pour cheese all over it as if we're salivating over it. Like it looks disgusting.
Yeah, I know what you're
It-
talking
it
about,
looks-
Tones. I've seen this. I've seen this on.
God.
I've seen this on YouTube, and it's like these mukbang videos, and it's like kind of
Yes,
ASMR
dude.
too. And you hear their lip smacking, and it's all over their
Yeah.
face. I saw this one dude. He had a beard like George, and it's all in his fucking beard, man. It's fucking
Dude, it's-
disgusting.
Okay, now that's disgusting.
So
now
bad, dude.
let me reiterate to that. Now I don't do it like that extreme. However, I do like to take certain burgers and I dip it in nacho cheese sauce where it's like not covering the whole burger.
I do.
I
that.
also do that
would do
actually.
that,
I
yeah.
know I don't think you guys have it out there, but there's like a diner, it's called Eaton Park over on the East Coast.
We got melts out here, dog.
That is sort of like a Big Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And they have what's called a super burger.
He goes, it's something like a big boy, like we know what big boy is. I
Oh,
never
you,
heard
you
of
guys
that.
don't you guys don't have a big boy out there?
No.
Oh shit. Okay, well,
Oh,
fuck that
wow.
then. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
That's old school though. Like, hey, I mean, out here in my area, we had a couple big boys, but they're all
Is that
shut
the
down.
dude with that holds the Fucking
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm-
Okay.
I'm-
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
That's big boy. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn, guys, come on, get on the page here.
Yeah,
I ain't seen a big boy since I was born,
we,
dude.
we have best foods mayonnaise out here.
Okay, so anyway, so the way that this burger is, it has like a lettuce, like a type of like a I don't know what kind of sauce they put on it, or they have cheese. And it kind of looks like a Big Mac without it being a Big Mac. But anyway, I get a side of beef gravy, and I know it sounds disgusting, but actually, if you dip it in, take a bite, it's actually really good.
So
I'm a
it's-
sauce dipper, so I'll try all that shit. Like I'm okay trying to, like I love
Yeah,
dipping a
but
burger
you gotta
into a whole
have
bunch of things.
something. You gotta have something that is supposed to be dipped in while dipping it.
Not burger. Burger's beef, dude. I'll dip
Yeah,
a
but
burger
it-
into fucking ranch. I'll dip it into blue cheese. I'll dip into the nacho cheese
just think
now.
you're-
Fuck, I still have a can.
I just
half
think
can.
that takes away the taste of the actual.
No, it doesn't, because if you just dip it in, as I said, don't smother it like these mukbangers are doing it, like where it's like
Yeah.
that's all you taste. If you just
Psychos.
dip with care, dip with care, and then it literally it just heightens it a little bit, but you still get the taste of the burger.
Do you guys have BJ's, George?
I usually have it every night, but
Have or give?
no, we don't have it.
Okay. Anyways, they have a BJ's has this like brisket burger. So it's a burger patty with some fucking barbecued brisket on top. You have your like what, Anthony? You gave that
What do
look
you mean,
like
what?
you're gonna be, oh, it's fucking gross, dude. It's a burger with brisket
I
on it.
haven't.
Get
I
beef on beef.
didn't say
Get beef
anything.
on beef, and they throw
Continue.
bacon on the bitch. So you got pork on there. All the people out there, oh, pork and beef on beef.
I love
I
how you
shit
called
you
me
not.
Anthony, bitch.
Right? My bad. Tones TV _ best burger I ever had, and I will dip
Really?
that shit in blue cheese, and
I
it still
love
does not
biscuits
take
on
away
it.
from it.
Okay,
I can see that.
No, that's where I'm kind of, because kind of even going back with pizza, like when they have like the meat lovers pizza, sometimes like when there's just too much meat, where there's like bacon, ham, sausage,
Bacon's
pepperoni,
overpowering on those.
That's
sometimes.
like yeah. But I mean,
Cheese
I do love brisket though. Brisket
cheese doesn't overpower things. Cheese adds to the flavor. Bacon overpowers more than a cheese does.
No,
So you're telling me
Okay.
if you get a glob of
If
cheese
you
and
get-
put bacon bits in it, what are you gonna taste? Cheese or bacon?
the cheese.
No, you're gonna taste the bacon
Yep.
because the oil's from the fucking bacon.
You
You don't know
taste
how to
is the
eat, dude.
fucking salt.
You don't know how to
the
eat.
salty cheese.
Can I ask the three of you? Speaking of burgers, do you guys like onion rings on your burgers?
I'd fuck with that. Yes,
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not like it
not those
it's
nasty
on
ass
there,
ones
I'll
like
eat
Carl's Jr., but like
has to be crispy though. Not the soggy fucking.
Yeah.
Because I
Onion
hate the onion rings where you take one bite and it literally pulls the whole
Exactly.
fucking onion.
I
out.
hate
I can't
that.
stand that
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah. And that's what I hate to say it, George, but Carl's Jr. their onion rings are like that. When you buy
That's
into
why
it,
I don't get them.
That's what
I
I'm
do
saying,
not get them.
they always
I used to
fucking
get
do
that.
dude,
too.
the
I used to-
blossom from Red Robin's, the that blossom thing they have, like the little onion
Mhm.
blossom. That's fucking fire.
That's
Or
good.
at Texas,
That is
Texas
good.
Roadhouse, that they have the
Ah.
best one there. They have like a aioli that they give you. It's so good.
See, but you'll dip into
Um,
that though, right, bro?
Yeah, because it's aioli. Aioli's fucking fire.
So can you dip a burger into that?
if you want, but
Oh,
it'll
so
take
that's
away from the burger.
okay. So let me ask you this: when you go home and you're making your own food, and you go into your fridge and you open it up and you see your ketchup, you see your ranch, you see your mustards, your barbecue
Yeah.
sauce. Do you see aioli in there?
Yeah.
The fuck you have aioli in your house? That's out of all four of us on here, who has aioli in their fucking fridge?
You know, it's funny. I can kind of see what
I do.
where Tones is going with this though. Where like it's kind of almost with the cheese thing on YouTube. It's kind of almost like a psychological thing because they're so fucking disgusting about it, right? Like if they were normal, like they go out of their way to be gross, right? Tones, like they smother
Yes.
the whole thing. It's like dripping.
yeah.
And,
Oh yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
dude. It's
Like,
like when
I-
you pick it up, everything is covered in cheese. You don't
Yeah.
even see the
No,
burger.
see, yeah,
So
I
that's-
can't do that.
that's the
I
shit.
still eat it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
If
not
they
gonna go out
did
my
it
way.
normal-
The other thing that pisses me off too is when you see these food TikTokers or Instagram or YouTubers, they'll show you let's say chicken tenders, for instance, right? And they have their little sauce and they dip the whole fucking chicken tender in the fucking sauce to where you can't even see the chicken tender anymore. It's just all sauce. Like they think it's cool to do that. It's like,
Nah,
dude,
that's
it's
weird.
you're.
I dip and
it's
bite, dip and
disgusting.
bite.
Yeah,
dip
that's
and
me.
bite.
Like I don't know
Exactly,
how
bro.
people come up with these weird fucking trends. And that's what I'm saying. Like
Awful.
when one person does something and it like goes viral for whatever fucking reason, it's like then the whole world has to do it. And
So
it's
let-
like, why?
Because
So I'm
it's a
gonna ask
grift
you,
on
speaking
YouTube,
of-
you know?
Exactly,
Like people
it is,
make money
it
on
is.
that shit. So now if one person makes money on it, then all these motherfuckers are gonna start doing it, you know?
Very true. So let me ask you guys this, and going on based off the dips, out of all the restaurants that you got, like normal restaurants, not that weird shit that George is going to bring up because we're not on the East Coast. No offense.
East Coast.
Not
But
taken.
where you when you go there, you just go there and you know you're gonna get there like this dip because it's the shit. Like for me, Red Robin's Ranch
Mhm.
is some of the best fucking ranch. Their campfire sauce though.
That was
Let's
mine.
go.
Mitch.
Their
No,
campfire
no,
sauce.
You
is
got
off
ranch.
the hook.
You got ranch.
Ah, no, I'll take it back.
No.
Okay.
You used to ranch.
fuck,
Shut up.
dude. I'm fucked.
I have
So-
campfire sauce. Campfire sauce is my shit. That's
really
mine.
good.
So
Yeah.
so I don't know if you guys, I don't know if George has George, because you're the East Coaster. You got PF Chang's out there?
Yeah.
Okay,
PF
so
Chang's.
PF Chang's.
You guys still have a PF Chang's?
we still got PF Chang's. We still
I got
got
one
it.
down the street. Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a
and
PF
they're
Chang's in years.
oh
Got one in
man,
Roseville.
their hot mustard is not for the weak of heart now.
Yes.
It'll put-
I knew you were going to go. When you mentioned PF Chang's, I thought you have to be
Is
talking
it-
about the hot
is it
mustard.
Asian infused hot mustard or like a hot mustard like a Dijon, not Dijon, but like the beaver one.
No, it's like mustard with wasabi, I think, mixed
Oh.
in, dude.
Yeah.
And that'll put hair in your chest, bro. It is crazy hot. But if you like spice, that's the way to go.
I knew
Nope.
when you said PF Chang's, I knew you were going with that because that's one of my all-time
Does it smell good?
dips with
Yeah,
PF
it doesn't
Chang's.
smell bad. It doesn't smell as bad as Parmesan.
That,
Hey,
But my-
Kenny, you like?
but
You like
mine
the
is
red
mine's sriracha.
Oh yeah, well that goes without being said.
Right?
You guys
you-
got a
you-
bottle of sriracha in the back? No, I lent it to my wife.
Hey, so you like Red Robin Ranch over Wingstop Ranch?
Yes.
I could agree with
Ooh,
that.
yeah.
I don't like Wingstop.
I love.
Honestly,
I
the
like
best
no,
ranch I
just
had-
ranch, just ranch. Just talking
The best ranch I had was at this place called Trademark Pizza. I might have mentioned it before, but it was a bar or not barbecue. It was a bacon ranch or not bacon. Excuse me, garlic ranch. So I had like some garlic infused in it. Not probably the best shit I ever had, like ever. But I don't think they're around anymore. Shout out to Trademark Pizza.
I got a confession to make to you guys. I'm probably the only white person on the planet that does not like mayonnaise. I cannot mess with mayonnaise.
Oh,
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Oh man, seriously, if they put it on my burger, I will literally sit there with a handful of napkins and wipe that shit off.
really?
Like I'll be sitting there
Man.
like just napkin after napkin, just
And how
So-
I found that out about him is because I had mentioned something and I was like, "Oh, this is like really good like with aioli." And he said, "Oh, you mean like a mayo aioli?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "No, sorry, I can't do
If
it."
it
See, I
has mayo
love
in it.
mayonnaise. And see, the thing is about mayonnaise, though, I can only eat Best Foods or George Hellman's. Like, I do not fuck with any other mayonnaise, and I will literally, like you said, bring it
Miracle
back.
Whip is disgusting. I'm
And
sorry.
and you could taste
I'm
the
not a
difference.
Miracle Whip. Yeah, you
we
can.
get this one from Trader Joe's. It's like an organic mayonnaise, and I just go and buy my own. I buy my own fucking thing of Best Foods because it's not even close.
Have you ever used the Hellman's mayo that has like used with olive oil?
and shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
the olive oil. That one's a little weird to me too, because sometimes
It's
the olive
too
oil is
oily.
like, it's like a little too much. But I'll eat it. As long as it's Hellman's or Best Foods, I don't give a fuck what they put in it.
All right, boys.
I got one more.
Well,
Wait, I got one more for you, Tones. I know what you're trying to do right now. I know what you're trying to do. Sunny
Hurry up.
Delight. Sunny Delight. What flavor do you guys go with?
Original.
yeah, me too. Just orange juice. The orange juice.
Yeah.
See, I like the orange the most, but the I think it's like a strawberry or whatever.
The weird
the-
reddish one that's not really
Yeah.
red. Looks like
Yeah.
someone like
It's like pinkish
accidentally
red.
dropped some shit in it.
I don't mind
Yeah.
that at all. I think it's.
I like
think
that one
it's good,
too.
dude. It feels like you're drinking like apple cider vinegar when you drink Sunny D, but
Yeah.
it still has that like.
slices up your throat on the way
Yeah,
down.
dude.
It's like that
Fucking
Tang monkey,
burns,
dude. Where the
dude.
fuck you come from,
Yeah.
asshole?
Oh
Fuck
man,
that Tang monkey. By the way, shout out to the Tang monkey if he's still out there.
I know, right? Dude, that commercial-
After fucking him like fuck the Tang monkey and then shout out to him.
yeah. Are we good? Can I start?
No,
now?
I got one more.
All right, go ahead.
Cookies. Do you guys put cookies in a cookie jar? And
No.
do you think that's
No.
so old school that
No.
like? Okay,
That's
an old
it's
school
a
thing,
waste
right?
of fucking space on the counter. It's like one more thing I gotta
Yeah, I'd leave it. Yeah, because you're right. It's a waste of space. It's very 1950s. It's old school for sure.
Now
At the
ask
same
ask
time,
that
though-
question. Ask that question to our friend Mindy. She'll tell you differently.
At the
But does
same
she have like
time,
all those
though,
cool ones
it's-
like from Disney?
Oh my god! Well, no, you should just see. She sent us photos of her kitchen. She literally just redid her whole entire kitchen to look like the 1950s. Like she has the
Okay.
black and white tile floor. She has like the mint green stove and oven type thing, pink I think cabinets and everything. Like she purposely designed it so it kind of looks like a 1950s diner.
That's interesting.
I wouldn't mind the cookie jar though. It will take up. It would literally save you so much space in your pantry and your cupboards of where you keep your cookies. Obviously,
Yeah,
they have
but
to be
the thing-
homemade cookies too.
The
but-
thing about having a cookie jar, it's that psychological thing. If you have a cookie jar, then you have a bag of cookies. What are you most likely to finish first? The jar of cookies, because that's something you walk by on the counter every time, where you're like, "Fuck, I'm gonna grab a cookie." Where the
now
bag
for me,
isn't normally back in
now
the
for
pantry.
me, that really, I don't think that would really hinder me either way, whether it's on the counter or in a pantry. I think if I'm just like urgent for a cookie, I'll just go and
You're gonna
grab
go
for
cookie.
it. Yeah,
What about a McFlurry? When was the last time you had one of those?
a couple
Oh,
weeks
years.
ago.
Really? Wow, I haven't had one of those in years.
I don't think I've seen anyone with the fucking McFlurry. And like Tony says, when the fuck was the last time you seen?
Yeah,
a
I got the
machine working?
Oreo McFlurry.
Damn.
Yeah, oh, don't get me wrong, it's good, but you go get one and the machine's always down.
But do
No
people
matter
really
where
go
you
out of their
go.
way? Like, oh, what are you gonna do? Dude, I'm gonna get a McFlurry today, and just driving in a McFlurry.
No,
So I never
No,
get
no,
that
no, no,
urge
no,
to
no.
have a
I always,
McFlurry.
if I get a like I'll get one like if I was stopping in there for something. But
They
like
kinda
no, I
con you
won't
into
get.
it?
Yeah, I won't go out of my way just to say, you know what, I'm gonna go to
Hey,
McDonald's for a
See
McFlurry.
that McFlurry machine? It actually works. You want to try one?
Ours,
Then you're like, "Fuck,
actually,
yeah."
cross fingers, it has never been broken.
Fuck
You
yeah.
you guys have to look it up. There's a guy who goes in and he's videotaping himself. It's a quote unquote prank, but he goes into a McDonald's. If this is fake, it's still really funny, the concept. But he goes into a McDonald's with tools in his hand and says, "Hey, I'm here to fix the ice cream machine." And she goes, "Oh, I didn't call no one for it." And he goes, "Oh, well, I got a ticket saying the machine's broken. I'm here to fix it." And she goes, "Okay." And then he starts like fucking with it, and he turns the fucking machine on, and it works.
Oh,
And he's like, "Okay, all good to go." And then you see people walk in, just ask for ice cream.
I
dude.
have heard, like, I
fucking
never
hilarious.
seen that video, but that would make sense because I have heard that there were a lot of McDonald's that were just having the machine off.
Oh yeah, it was this
To
whole
just
like
to just say it wasn't working, so that was one less duty they had to do.
yeah.
Right, because I'm sure cleaning it's a total bitch.
Oh,
You know,
for
so they
sure.
want to avoid that at all costs.
for sure.
All right, Tony, I'm done. Even though I have like 4 more, but
Wait,
go for it,
I'm
buddy.
sorry. I'm sorry. I know.
Oh,
Tones, I'm sorry.
Love this
Because you just brought up McDonald's, I have to ask you guys
No, you're
because
good,
I
bro.
don't know of how it is on the West Coast because we just started all this shit with the charging of the bags and everything and going strictly to paper. You know, this is all foreign to me. But now, has any of your McDonald's started charging for the bags? Because our McDonald's out here has gotten major backlash because they've always had paper bags. So now
Yeah.
they're
If I got
using
my fucking McChicken without a bag, I'm throwing the fucking McChicken back at them.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck
and these are
that
a lot
shit.
of these McDonald's are franchised out, so maybe that's your franchise is like
Yeah.
you got a cheap
Yeah, so
ass
I
fucking
wasn't
owner.
sure. So I wasn't sure if you guys were getting charged 10
Not that I
cents for
know
your
of.
bags.
Well, do they say that? Do they tell you want?
They literally said it. They said they started charging 10 cents. But when you look on the receipt, they add it to your meal. It doesn't actually say 10 cents for the bag. They add the 10 cents onto the meal.
So you're supposed to show up with the fucking Trader Joe's reusable bag.
if you go through the
Freaking
drive-through and you denounce to take a bag, just hand me my food so I don't have to pay the 10 cents. They'll say you have to come into the restaurant and pick it up if you don't want a bag.
What
That's
a
so
pain in the
What?
ass, dude. That's ridiculous.
That's
yeah,
so
I don't eat that shit anyways. It's bad for you.
Yeah, I haven't had McDonald's in a long time.
Stop
'Cause
eating
you know-
there, George.
I'm not a. I'm,
Oh, I don't. Well, here's the thing. I
We're
don't.
gonna boycott
I don't
that.
actually. As I said, the last time I went was a couple weeks ago. I don't eat their burgers because I actually like real meat. I usually just get like something simple, like I just get like a 10-piece nugget or something with a McFlurry. You know, as I said,
Yeah.
that was a couple. But I mean, like people are
Do you dip your
just
fries in your
enraged.
McFlurry?
I was just
Yes,
you,
yes,
motherfucker.
yes,
I was just about
yes.
to
Come
say
on,
Yes,
that.
come
I
on,
do.
quicker, bro, be quick,
Yes, I do.
God
dude.
damn.
What's the ultimate thing to dip a French fry into. Come on,
A
y'all.
fucking frosty, bro.
There
A
you go.
frosty.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
chocolate frosty. Chocolate
Yep.
frosty.
Have you had their
So-
vanilla?
I've had their
It's actually
vanilla,
pretty
and I
good.
have had their strawberry.
I haven't had
Okay.
the strawberry yet.
So one thing that people, especially Mexicans, that we did what in the Bay Area was when we eat hot Cheetos, right? Now, do you guys eat hot Cheetos? Have you guys
Oh,
ever
hell
eaten
yeah.
hot
Oh
Cheetos?
hell yeah!
So
I mess with them.
Okay, now what
Big
have
time.
you ever dipped your hot Cheeto in anything?
Oh no, that's interesting. What do you dip it in?
So I'm only gonna speak for people in the Bay Area because that's
Not
what
for yourself.
we did. No, that's me and everyone else who ate hot Cheetos. Literally, I'll ask
You and everyone
anyone,
else, or you and every other Mexican.
both.
Okay.
Everyone who
I'm
fucking
just trying
ate
to
hot
get this.
Cheetos.
I'm just trying. Okay, I'm trying to be on the same
But-
page here.
But a lot of Mexicans did this. But
Oh, okay.
anyway,
Like the
um,
majority of them in the Bay Area.
yes.
Okay, cool. I'm on the page.
You good? You good? Okay. We dipped our hot Cheetos in cream cheese.
Oh yeah,
And-
no, I fuck with that.
Yeah, it
Oh, yeah.
was
Doritos.
literally,
Oh fuck yeah.
but it was hot.
Okay,
Cheetos
I
was
can
like-
actually say that doesn't actually sound bad.
dude,
I
it's-
can't
it's
really
really
say
good.
that.
you know those jars that cream cheese come with, like when you get a bagel. It's like
Yeah.
a little container of cream cheese.
Yeah.
They would sell that for people who ate bagels, and we would just buy one. It was like 10-15 cents or whatever, and we would get a bag of hot Cheetos and just dip the fucking cream cheese.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I
the
never
hot
would have
Cheeto-
thought of that.
I
But
never
it-
would have thought of that either.
But it makes sense though, because you got the spicy and then you got the cool cream cheese. I could see why
Yeah.
that would be.
I
pretty
can see
good.
that now. See now that I wouldn't mind trying. I want to try that now.
Sour
Yeah.
cream also.
I was
Sour
just going to
cream.
ask. I was just going to say, does that work the same for sour cream?
Yeah, sour cream. So I actually something weird I discovered was putting cream cheese in a quesadilla. So, but what you do is like kind of let it melt down a little bit and take the hot sauce of your choice and then mix it together so it gets kind of like actually creamy, and then smear it on the inside of the quesadilla before you close it down, and then that way it's creamy with the cheese on the side. It's pretty good.
Nice.
I never thought of that.
Yeah,
All right,
no comment.
So one thing I wanted to do, since you guys are the OGs, no pun intended, of Disneyland, I wanted to give you guys a little trivia.
Okay,
You guys down for that?
let's do
Yeah,
it.
sounds good.
And Candid, you are involved in this because you are a Disneyland fan as well.
Oh, cool.
Not that I'm not a Disneyland fan, but I'm gonna know the answers, so I'm not gonna
Oh.
be part of this.
That makes sense.
So question number one: the
Are
castle.
we just dialing in, or are you asking each
Are
individual?
you gonna ask?
person?
Yeah.
No. You got. I'm gonna ask the question, and then you guys are gonna give me the answers. And if you guys might have different answers, the same answer.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
So it'll be a little easier that way. And don't be looking at your phone, OG. I see you.
Oh no, my phone's over here.
I'm just kidding.
It's
What year-
my
Oh,
soundboard.
so wait, time out. What are you looking at there, brother? Come on.
Oh, that's my. It's
I know
my,
we're
my,
good looking, but come on.
You know. No,
Let's
it's my
laugh at
it's
the
my, it's
recordings
my
now.
roadcaster. Since we're playing a game, I was gonna look for some sound effects, but I couldn't find any.
Ooh, we need some sound effects.
All right, easy one for you guys. You guys are probably gonna get this one. What year did Disneyland open in Anaheim, California?
July 17th, 1955.
55. I mean,
All right,
I know it.
Next question: the castle in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom in Florida belongs to which princess?
Cinderella.
Oh, wait,
Cinderella.
hold
Oh.
on.
Nope.
And the castle in within California's Disneyland, what castle is that to?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
So Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty.
Correct.
All right.
And add a little bit more to it. The Cinderella Castle is 189 feet.
Boom. It's actually the
Um,
smallest castle, correct? Or is that the one?
it
in
says
No,
Hong
that's
Kong.
pretty
No,
about
no,
it. It's just under the 200-foot mark that is by state law of Florida that they can go.
Oh, excuse me. I was thinking Disneyland.
It
castles.
says 188 here, George.
Uh
They're wrong. It's 189.
I'm just kidding. It doesn't
I was
say-
going to say, if it said 188, whoever you're getting your sources from, that's fucking wrong.
When Disneyland first opened, how much were tickets?
oh.
Ooh.
I want
They
to
were
say
random tickets because you had to buy park tickets. Did you actually have to pay to get in the park though?
you did.
You did.
It was
Oh.
it was cheap to get in, and then you had to pay on top of that with all
For
the
the
tickets.
like the e-tickets. Yeah.
What was it
I did
like?
not know
Wasn't it
that.
like 25 cents, Tom?
I was going to
Or
say
something like
50
that?
cents.
You say 25. George
Yeah.
says 50. What do you say?
I thought you got to go in and just had to buy your attraction ticket, so I'm out on that one.
Just take a guess.
Let's go 15 cents.
Okay, the answer is $1.
Wow.
Oh,
Damn, he was fucking raking that money in. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
You pay $1, and now tickets are well over $100.
Oh yeah.
What is the
That, I
original?
mean, that's just by a small margin, though. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Inflation.
only $99, right?
Yeah.
So, kind of elaborate on that. So you guys had to pay, or they had to pay e-tickets. You were saying?
Yeah, but it's a ticket book, and so the attractions were kind of categorized into different tickets. So A, B, C, D, and E. So, like for example, like Indiana Jones would be an E ticket. That's like the top of the top. An A ticket would be maybe something like Tiki Room. So you would pay for each experience, you know. And they got rid of that like in the '80s sometime.
Okay, that's probably, was that the smarter move, you think?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Because now you don't have to. It's not pay to play. Now you just go and you ride whatever you want. It's way better.
So you'll also hear like different types of attractions. So like when they're talking about like putting in a new attraction, like a big attraction, that'll be like an e-ticket attraction. So the people still revert back to the old tickets, but just like how they would categorize a newer ride or a ride in the park. So for instance, e-ticket attraction would be like what, Space Mountain, any of the mountains pretty much.
Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next question is, what was the original name of Disneyland's Main Street, USA?
The original name. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, it was based off of Marceline, Missouri. I know that. But dang, I don't know what the original name was. You know,
actually-
George?
I'm going to repeat the question. What was the original name of Disneyland's Main Street, USA?
This is just Disneyland's Main Street.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Alright.
Or just Main Street.
I don't know. Like, I thought it was always just
That's what I thought. I
Main
guess
Street.
not.
No.
All right. You
I
guys
wonder if
going
it
with
had
just
to
Main
do
Street?
with something like with America in it.
Streets of America.
Straight. No. I could be wrong. Like, that would be my only guess. Something that has the word America in it.
Like Liberty Street or something. Something like kind of connected. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You guys want to know the answer?
Yeah.
OG should have kept his answer. It's Liberty Street.
Oh,
Oh shit! Oh gee.
Oh, dang. Okay. Okay.
Liberty Street. Yep.
That's a good one.
That one's easy. The location's park is the only theme park directly supervised and built by Walt Disney.
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Yeah. What is the most popular Disneyland souvenir?
Oh, I would say mouse ears. But it could be the balloons. I don't know. No, I'm going mouse ears.
I guess it.
Popcorn buckets.
I was gonna say it depends on like the year that question was made, because now it's like now you got the damn like Spirit jerseys and all that
Yeah,
shit.
that's true. That's true.
But I bet you they're gonna go.
Lightsabers.
But I bet you they're gonna kind of keep it simple. So I'll say mouse ears.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with popcorn buckets. Be different, but it's probably gonna be mouse ears.
It is mouse ears. Over 84 million have been sold since the park opened.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's a lot
It
of
is.
years.
How much are those? They're expensive now. Didn't they go up?
Like $30.
$30. I was
Yeah.
gonna say like $29.95 or something.
That's money.
Okay, I hope I'm saying this right. Before the Hyperion Theater, is that how you say it?
Hyperion.
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 No, I can't read. The Hyperion Theater, located in Disneyland California Adventures, presented Frozen live. What live production show was it home to from
Aladdin.
2000?
Aladdin,
Aladdin.
man, Aladdin. I miss Aladdin.
Damn, you guys are good, man.
Dude, that was like
That was the
Top
that
notch.
was the shit. Like that. If you want to see like a Broadway style show with being outside of New York, Aladdin was like
that paid for the ticket. By the way,
It did.
If you look through that glass, yes, it pays for its ticket for sure.
that show was the shit.
That
That shit was the shit on top of the shit.
trying to give you guys a hard one. Which area does Mickey Mouse live in within Disneyland?
Toontown.
Toontown.
Right next to Minnie.
Um,
By the way, how come they don't live together?
Isn't that weird? It's like Ricky Ricardo and Lucy in separate beds.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Weird.
I mean,
Yeah.
they should at least keep it realistically. Like if you go into Minnie's house, at least maybe we could see like a pair of Mickey's shoes by the bed or something.
Yeah, right. That little implied, like,
I mean, they are right next to each other, but you never know. I mean, they grew up in the same area and everything like that. I mean, she
And
already
here's
owns
the
her
funny thing:
house.
they say they never got married. Technically, legally, like after you hit a certain amount of
Yeah.
years,
And
you're
in
legally
California?
married.
Yeah,
you're
legally
married.
I think it's like 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Well, is that maybe that's why Mickey didn't move in with her? That's why he can skirt that.
Well, sometimes
There you
Mickey just wants to hang out with the boys. He wants to walk down the street, go hang out, bounce around with Goofy. Sometimes he wants to go fishing with Donald. And if you live, oh man, I feel bad for Clarabelle though. She's just out there doing her thing, trying to grind every day, and no one gives her the
Yeah.
time of day.
Yeah.
No.
Poor thing.
She's an utter disaster.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
Oh shit.
Let's see. There's supposed to be a secret basketball court. Yeah,
Matterhorn.
basketball court.
Up
What?
at the top of the Matterhorn.
Come on,
Matterhorn,
guys.
yeah.
Man, these are so easy. Now I feel like I dropped the ball on this one. In the Buzz Lightyear
Wrong
Astro
group, dude.
Blasters game, which shape should you be shooting?
Triangle.
Yeah, but I don't know. Why
Is
I
it
did
the
that.
Z?
Purple triangle.
No,
or the
no,
Z.
it's triangle. But this ad popped up. I couldn't read the rest.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes,
I was gonna say.
it is the triangle. And what land is Club 33 located in?
New Orleans.
New Orleans Square.
Which attraction was originally going to be called the Museum of the Weird?
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted
Yep, I'll
Mansion.
mention.
Since the park's opening in July 18th, 1955, how long did it take the park to sell its 1 millionth ticket?
Ooh.
Yeah, how long did it take?
I heard that they technically don't know because of how many people were
Bootlegging.
bootlegging coming in. But
Because they did that a lot during the opening day. Like there
Was it
lot.
was it a year? A year after?
Oh, do you know the year?
I'm going with a year. Yeah.
George?
I would probably say a year or two. I would
A
think.
year.
Yeah.
I'll go with 3 months.
Close. Answer is 2 months.
shit.
It says
Oh, that was
it was
quick.
actually less than 2 months later on September 8th,
Damn.
1955.
Nice.
And we'll go one more since you guys are just killing it. Which famous California-based director, producer, writer attended their opening at Disneyland in 1955 at 11 years old?
That would have been
Ron Howard? No.
And what was his resume again? You said
Say it
producer,
again.
writer.
Yep. He's a California-based director, producer, and writer.
You said the
George
premiere
Lucas?
of the opening. But you
Yeah,
said the opening of Disneyland, correct?
Yeah, I
yes.
think it's George Lucas. I think
George
you're right,
Lucas?
Cannon.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's Lucas.
That
Yep.
I believe it was, yeah.
Sweet.
George
Yeah. I
Lucas.
said 11 though. That feel like that's young.
He was
He's
11
pretty
years old. Okay, yeah, that was too easy for you guys. Way too easy for you guys.
Yeah, I like that stuff. That's fun, and I
Yeah.
you said some stuff I didn't know about. I learned something
Yeah.
new. Go ahead.
Real quick, we know of George and OG. We know what kind of things they're into, but aside from
And I'm so sorry
Disneyland,
about that.
aside from Disneyland and Asian women and sriracha, what else are your guys' hobbies? What do you guys like to do? Like when you're not having to do your show or have to think about content. Like what's your guys' hobbies? What do you guys like to do?
I love to write. I love creating. I like making something out of nothing. Especially like with the kookiness that comes out of here, and I just like put it like pen to page or finger to computer, so to speak, because I have my degree in creative writing. So I mean, I just love, just kind of using all those tools that I learned in college. I got all those creative writing books that I've been reading and just kind of, and I'm even currently working on something right now. In the beginning stages. So I'm going to see how that kind of turns out. But
You,
that's
you know,
I love writing.
you know what's funny is Candid and we like writing as well. But I thought of an idea of a book I wanted to write, and I thought it was gonna be shit when I sent it to him, just like a summary of it. And knowing him, he doesn't. There's certain things that he likes and that he doesn't like. But when I sent it to him, he thought it was good, if I remember correctly. But he said he thought it was good, and it kind of like boosted my confidence even more to actually want to sit down and write this book that I was thinking of. And I I'm kind of the same way now, but if I would have said this to myself like 10, 15 years ago, I would have it'd be like, no, that's not me. That's not me at
Yeah.
all.
And I agree 100%. During the pandy, I actually wrote 2 books, and I have ideas for probably like 4 or 5 different ones, and that I just have to get, hand to the paper or finger to the keyboard. But I agree 100%. There's a lot going on in here now that as an adult and actually taking my time away from other things, I actually got to think about it, and it's awesome. And what Tony sent me was really fucking good.
And
Like,
that
where
and
I
that's
wanna
always
steal
the
it.
challenge, and that's the challenge for a writer, especially like someone in my position right now, because it's not my full-time job, so I don't do it as a living, but I have to kind of put priorities ahead of that, unfortunately. And it's like I would love to have more time just to kind of sit and just kind of have like a blank canvas and just like write out whatever is going on. What are your like type of genres?
So what I'm writing is kids books, just because I have children, and it's easier to relate, obviously, because I know what they're like. But the thing is that they're still quirky and me, which I really like. But I could make them into 15 pages that if I needed to and get the point across. It's the cool thing about writing a kids book is that it's really hard to get things down into 15 pages or shorter for a kid to be able to retain and want to read it. But I think I found like a perfect way to get my mind onto the paper in that kind of short manner. So it's almost like a challenge for me, which I love. On top of that too, I don't think I can really write a full book and make it make sense, because obviously look at this podcast, dude.
Yeah.
I bounce around on everything. Just imagine me writing a whole fucking 14, 15 chapters worth of shit. I need to just get there, get it done.
Now, if you did write it, would you have to literally start from beginning to end, or would you write individual chapters that may not necessarily go in chronological order?
My mind is non chronological order in general. So I have like what I have is ideas that I write down in my notepad that it'll say, like, for instance, the grass is green. So the thing is that grass is green will be my notepad, and then I'll have sriracha on another tab, and then I'll tie in sriracha with the grass is green. So all those different
Gotcha.
ideas that I get, I'll somehow put them into their own places if they fall into
cool.
place.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, mine.
You're up, OG.
Mine is actually, I like to draw, and I've always been into drawing, and that's kind of what got me into.
I
this
can't
whole-
draw. Are we doing this? I need someone to
doing
draw
this.
these damn pictures for my book. See?
There we
What is
go.
this?
Yeah, no, I like to draw. That's what kind of got me into Disney stuff, is like, because when I was a kid, I wanted to be like an animator and all that, and I went to a bunch of art classes and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a stress reliever and it's fun, So when I'm working and stuff, I'll like just kind of draw and do my thing.
Yeah, this dude was doodling on the cruise ship. We were waiting for our dinner, and he did a pretty kick-ass Mickey Mouse on the tablecloth.
Yeah, at the Marvel
Nice.
restaurant, right?
That was the Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy,
That's
man.
cool.
I couldn't believe how people were.
Oh my
reacting to
gosh! What
Spider-Man.
was your term? You said it was almost like as if Elvis's ghost like walked in, like everyone. Or
Dude, I'm telling you guys, it was like pandemonium when Spider-Man walked in. There were people climbing over chairs to get to this guy. It was nuts.
Shit. That's like me when I walk in the room, dude.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's Tones,
The only person in that room is your mom.
Fuck you, bitch.
And by the
I'll
way,
take
shout out
it.
to Toad's
Fuck it.
mom. She's a nice lady, and yeah,
I'll take it, bro. I'll take it.
Hey, dude. Yes, 100%.
Speaking of Disneyland, there's one thing that I read. What is it called? The song "What's This" is not playing in the haunted mansions during the holiday. Is not playing in a haunted mansion during the holiday. Apparently, it's like this whole big thing going out right now. People are
I didn't,
pissed.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
No.
Well,
What's the point of the layover at that point?
What's the song? So is it really popular? Is it supposed
Nightmare
to be
Before
in?
Christmas.
Yeah, it's supposed
Yeah.
to be because it's the Nightmare Before Christmas themed
So
overlay.
what
So
track
during
are
Haunted
they
Holiday.
doing then? There's no way not to do that. That'd just be
because it's a
weird.
huge
not
part
to.
of it. What's this? What's this? Da, 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 da. What's
Yeah.
this?
Do, do, do,
You know.
do, do, do,
Yeah,
do,
so
do.
I read that and people are pissed.
Oh Christ!
Well-
Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head all
Well,
night.
did they get rid of it because it's problematic or something? Like, why?
I don't know
would
the
they-
words to it. I just know the jingle.
Yeah, me
It's-
too. Me
And
too.
the only thing it's like, what's this? What's this? There's magic everywhere. What's this? What's this? There's something in the air. What's
There you
this?
There you go.
I
Which-
can't believe my eyes. What's this?
Look at George,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, maybe
I know,
I know he starts getting into some crazy lyrics later on in the song, but I don't think they play the whole loop through the through the ride. It's only like a couple. That bothers me. If
See,
that's
I
real.
thought they usually played it like
At the ending.
wasn't like when you're going down into the elevator and you kind of don't they usually have it like it's very subtle like in the background like when Jack crashes through the glass.
I also I thought it was at the ending when you go when you switch from the attic scene when you go down.
to outside, right?
Like,
That's
after
it. Yeah,
the
yeah,
hot
yeah,
box.
yeah.
But I mean, I just don't know what's so controversial about that. You got to give us more on that, Tones.
But do they
it
not
was on
have it
Reddit.
because it's controversial, or do they not have it just because it's just
Janky because they
Yeah.
need to update that whole thing because they keep pulling it in and out every year.
That would be really bizarre. Like that's weird. Because I can't think of any problematic lyrics in that thing, but God knows, you know.
Mm-hmm. Someone
Yeah,
finds
nowadays you
something
never
to
know.
fucking cry about. Yeah,
I was pretty much just reading.
they pissed me off. I was in a good mood, dude.
It's that like problematic that people.
That
Would
you know,
be pissed
honestly, he's problematic. What's his name? The director.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, Tim Burton's the one. If anything, if there's something weird going on with this, it's because of Tim Burton. But
But
I
if that was the
doubt
whole
it.
purpose, I mean, everyone knows how Tim was. I mean, throughout how many years? I mean, I don't know why this would.
If you guys watch the what was it, Waking Sleeping Beauty? Doesn't he pull his tooth out and he's got blood all over his face?
I haven't
I
seen
thought.
that.
Did you ever see that?
I think
Uh-uh.
I've seen the documentary. I'm trying to remember. He did
They
something
zoom in
that
on
was
him
like
and he's
really
got
bizarre.
blood, like, yeah, and it looks
Yeah.
like he pulled his tooth out, but I don't know.
So right here it says, it's on the Disneyland subreddit. It says, "Why is the song What's This not playing in the Haunted Mansion during the holidays?" This one says, "I assume Disneyland doesn't want to pay Elfman or whoever's."
Danny Elfman.
Yeah,
Is that like the songwriter?
But you have like a long time rights to certain things. You would think Disney's not stupid enough not to. Well, unless you're Winnie the Pooh, but Disney usually gets their ducks in order with stuff like that.
yeah, and it's only a few months too. It's not like they're doing it like all year. Like that's weird. I don't know how correct that is. Well, we'll see. I think the Haunted Mansion holiday comes out pretty soon, so we'll have to check it out. I'll be boots on the ground reporter and
Yes,
see for
Yeah.
Appreciate
you know.
that.
Yeah. So the person commented on it got 89.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, and it says the song plays in the movie when Jack goes to Christmas Town, which isn't the storyline of the ride. So just kind of weird. Yeah, it was like this. I think I saw it on Twitter too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm
That's
not surprised
bizarre.
you guys didn't know about it.
I never heard of that. That's crazy.
I got a question for you, OG,
Sure.
and George, obviously.
Yep.
The Western River expedition
Mhm.
versus Big Thunder. If you were to go back in time and they had both blueprints just sitting there, like the main blueprints, the ones they were ready to
Yeah.
rock and put in there, what would you go with?
Well, the Western River expedition, from what I understand, was more akin to pirates than even
Mhm.
Big Thunder.
Correct.
I mean, it was cowboy, but like it was,
Yeah.
it was basically their version of pirates. So I think
Correct.
I would, like, look, I love Big Thunder. You know, like I'm not saying like erase. I'm not saying replace Big Thunder, all of them with that, but maybe like one or two of these parks do the Western River thing. I think that'd be kind of cool. I've always wanted to see how that would have
At the
turned out.
time, I would have still stuck with Big Thunder because it might have hindered for Splash.
What do you mean?
Like
wouldn't
as
have-
far
wouldn't have
as they
went for it.
wouldn't have done Splash Mountain.
Oh,
Even though they do need a flume, but I see where you're coming
I
from.
don't think they would do two flume type. I mean, even though that I guess because they still have pirates, but I mean, I
But
think
they
if
also have
it's like
what's
a,
it called too though? Small
Small
World.
yeah.
So it would have been
But
3
as far
boats.
as, but I mean, like I'm thinking like if I was like Disney's mind, like if they were to
Mm-hmm.
do the Western River and then they would say, okay, we're going to do another flume. I mean, it's not like they have like 10,000 spinner rides. I mean, that would just be redundant.
Yeah, but they're Six Flags. I will say both those ideas were great, and I wish that
I would take it now.
yeah,
I
exactly.
would
You know what
definitely
I
take it
wish
now.
though? I wish Frontierland in Disney was bigger because if you
Yeah.
ever really look at it, you have a couple little shops in the restaurant, and then you have the ride, and then now it's done
You
because
know who
Galaxy's
does it
shaded
really
again.
well, and
Knott's.
I'm for sure OG would agree with
Yeah,
me. Is Knott's Berry
Knott's.
Farm. They
Knott's has that
do.
ghost town, which is basically Frontierland, and it's huge and it's so immersive. I was
people
surprised at how
love that
immersive.
shit.
It's good. It's really good. Another land that I wish that had more room was Adventureland. I think that theme is dope.
Oh, dude, and I like Adventureland way better in California than I do over in.
Oh yeah.
Is it,
Especially
it's
with that
weird.
magic carpets of Aladdin. That thing is
Fucking
such a
camel,
fucking
dude.
eyesore. That motherfucker gets me every single time. I swear
And
to
you
God.
know it's gonna do it.
It does, but I don't know like what angle. It's like if I go left, it gets me right. If I go right, it's like
You
it always shoots. It
You know what I
always
do
shoots.
love there though is that Jack Sparrow thing that they had where you can go and you do like the whole mystery thing and then shit would pop up out of the water and like a whole bunch
Oh
of different thing
yeah,
around
yeah. And
Adventureland.
I loved how they used to have that pirate tutorial where Jack would come out like on the little
Yeah, yeah,
stage and everything.
that's a good idea. That was great.
Yeah. Again, it's a small subtle stuff. Like
Mhm.
just it just livens up the lands.
And it's a
Right.
people eater. You have 50, 60 people sitting there. That helps out with that pirate line, even though pirates is also a people eater too. Which can we talk about that real quick?
Sure.
Why haven't we got new fucking boats, man? Where the fuck are these Disneyland boats? I'm sick of getting in and getting my ass just fucking soaked, and then
Yeah.
the boat's all like just waterlogged every single time, dude. Everyone
You
else
know,
has nice fancy boats.
you know what boats are really that I really hate is the small world boats. They look like the plastic stuff that you buy for kids, like
They go in go in the tub.
exactly, or like a Fisher Price thing or something. Like they're all colorful and stuff. I just wish they would go back to like the wooden style looking boats. These look way too plasticky to me. I don't know,
Yeah.
bugs me.
Now I'm all pissed off about that too. One more from me because now it's coming to my head.
Well,
The
then if shit comes
controversial-
to your head, you're just
Right.
gonna say it. So
I'm gonna say it
don't
anyways.
just say one more.
The
yeah.
controversial ride that we're not naming anymore because it's not that name anymore. Which logs? I can say that, right? I can say logs. Which
Yeah.
logs do you prefer?
Florida's.
Florida's.
Yeah. Well, I've never been on the Florida
Yeah.
version because when I went, it was closed. But I mean, you guys have like the side by sides, right?
Yeah,
So
and
they
we
have
the
our
side-by-
Space Mountain.
we have the side by side. You don't have to get down really low, which our Space Mountain over Walt Disney World you have to get. I'm sorry, like, and I'm not saying this for whatever size you are. I don't care who you are, whether you're small, you're big, you're tall, you're on a little bit of the heavier side. Those fucking seats are uncomfortable no matter what.
Yeah,
I'm
they are.
sorry. I wish that Walt Disney World would update their Space Mountain.
So when you're talking size, you're talking.
And there's the biggest bargain of all.
There you go.
There we go. Biggest bargain of all.
I like our Space Mountain better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I like your logs better. So I would take your logs all day.
Oh wow, Candid.
You like
Getting
it?
a
You
little
like his
into
logs
it.
better?
Very nice.
all the way down that hill. Yep, keep on flowing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Before we wrap it up, I want to ask you guys one final question, and you can go as deep as you want, no pun intended. But what is something someone told you that you can never forget?
Oh,
Good or
that's
bad,
interesting.
either
Like
way.
a life lesson, or
Just anything that anything that was told to you that you will never forget. It could be a life lesson. It could be why grass is green.
This is
doesn't
probably
matter.
something that I know a lot of you probably heard this, but it definitely resonated with me, and it was something that my mom ingrained in me as a young child, and I still have this to this very day, that she constantly has told me growing up: treat others the way that you want to be treated.
Yeah.
And that is something that always had stuck in my mind, that it's you never go to a place of harm. You never go to a place of hate. You never go to a place of um anything of a negativity.
Yeah,
That
I
it's
agree.
like, if you didn't want that reflected upon yourself,
Right.
don't do it to someone else. Life is too short.
Mhm.
Why, be that negative, bitter, rude, narcissistic person?
Yeah.
And mine's kind of like a weird. It's dark, but it's not. If you really think of it, it was always tell your loved ones you love them before you leave,
Yeah.
because you never know if you're
Yep.
coming back.
Exactly.
That's
So
very
I
good.
make it a point that I tell my family every single, even if I'm going down to the grocery store or anything, even if I'm done with the text for the night, I make sure I tell them I love them.
I got that one from my grandma.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
and that's the last thing you want to hear from somebody if things were to go wrong.
You know what's crazy is he's never told me he loved me.
Bro, I tell you all the fucking time. Come on, dude.
I'm just kidding.
One thing that my mom told me I thought was pretty interesting. It kind of relates a little bit to George's in a way, but like if someone comes to you and accuses you of something really outlandish, right? Like out of nowhere, like they're accusing you of this thing where it's like, where did that come from? It's more than likely because that person operates that way and they assume that of other people, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
So, like if someone's like, "Oh, you," I don't know. I don't even know what to use an example, but like, "Oh, you're mad at me when why are you always mad at me when I eat pizza?" Right? It's probably because that person is like
Doesn't
that.
like
So
pineapple.
yeah, exactly. and they're assuming that like everyone is like them, you know. So if it's this outlandish kind of thing, like
It also comes in the fact of people are very jealous of other people for no reason.
yeah,
And if you want to get better, then obviously go get better.
And I also feel like too that when a person does that they're insecure with themselves. It's like
right.
they have to do something to kind of make themselves feel fulfilled at the end of the day. And it's like,
You don't need to do that though. If you're not, and I'm saying you're
oh
insecure,
yeah, no,
you
I
can ask
completely.
for help or hey,
Oh,
how'd you do that?
absolutely, yeah,
You know?
absolutely. I feel like there's really no excuse for that. I'm just saying that's where I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people have that mindset that it's like when you're, and I said this actually the saying to OG the other day when we were talking about something that um insecurity creates an arrogance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I can't draw worth shit, but I'm not going to hate on OG for drawing. I'd ask him how to draw and have him show me how to draw. You know what I mean? There's
Right.
different types of people out here. Like I
No,
always want to
see,
learn
now
and be
I
better.
was the complete opposite. My dream, I always wanted to be a great drawer and a great animator. And when I knew and saw that he can draw, I was like, "Oh, gee, you just fucking crushed
Yeah.
my dreams."
Yeah,
right
there's
there."
no way.
Nah.
I don't even need to know because I already know how shitty of a drawer I am that I'm not going to touch this shit.
My stick people look shitty.
Dude, right? We should have like a stick
stick.
figure war.
Yeah, we should.
I mine was kind of like a life lesson because so the saying that my mom told me was, "Don't feel sorry for someone who has self-inflicted wounds." Now, I was always thinking about Canada and I kind of just we grew up in the same kind of family value kind of family, you know what I'm saying? And we always thought about other people and worried about other people. But my mom told me that if don't feel sorry for them because whatever they're doing wrong is because of them. You know what I'm saying? And it always sucked because you care about these people and you want them to do good, but if they don't want to do that for themselves, you shouldn't feel bad. You shouldn't have that
Right.
burden of yourself feeling bad for them because they don't want to help themselves out. And
True.
that's one thing that always stuck with me because I'm always worrying about everyone else but myself.
That's very
And
true. You've
and
always been like that.
it's a fault to a point, you know what I'm saying? So it when my mom told me that, it kind of just it put everything in perspective. Put everything don't get me wrong, I still worry about a lot of people and that's never going to change, but I can't feel a certain type of way if they're not helping themselves out.
Exactly. And there's a difference. There's you helping out a friend and reaching out to them and giving them good advice, but don't expect to change that person if they don't want to change. So I
Exactly.
think the way you come across in life is very helpful to even to me and to other people, and your insight, the way you set yourself up as a friend and family member is how you carry yourself in other people's light is like I don't know. I trust you. So if you come up to me and say, hey, you know what, Marcus, you're fucking up on this. Let's try something else. And I'll be like, okay, cool, no problem. Like I would trust your instincts and your judgment.
And
So
I'm the same way with OG. Like I've even told him, like I said, like if I overstep over bounds or something, I'm like, don't hesitate, don't feel bad. You just tell me like it is, and I would respect that from him because I
and
love
he
him, I
did his
trust
part
him.
at
He's
that
my
point.
brother. It's
Yeah,
that's just how it
exactly.
is.
And he did his part at that point. So if now it's on me to be able to fix that and take what he said into accountability. But if I don't do that, I would totally understand if he said, hey, no, dude, fuck you, I'm done. Like, obviously for certain reasons. If it was, hey, dude, you stop spending money on Funko Pops, fuck you, dude, I'm gonna spend money on Funko Pops. Like, there's a difference in life, but
Yeah.
I get where he's
Yeah.
coming from, and I agree 100%.
Another
And I
one
just
is.
oh, go ahead, OG.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say another one is too many coincidences aren't a coincidence. So if you see a lot of
Mhm.
coincidences and they starting to add up, there's
Yeah.
probably something to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another one of mine, which I didn't really think about. My grandma taught me this one too. Is it takes so many face muscles to make a frown. It only makes two to smile.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Good.
And we'll leave it there, guys. Always a pleasure. Always welcome back on the Bad Thoughts podcast. You guys are so kind all the time and so funny, and it's just a blast hanging out with you guys. So I appreciate you guys coming on. Thanks again.
Absolutely.
OG, we'll start with you. Where can they find you on social media? And yeah.
Yeah, you can find me here on YouTube, Orange Grove 55. We're talking theme parks, we're talking nerd culture, all that good stuff, film, streaming with this guy here and with these guys here. And so check us out there. You can check me out on Instagram, Orange Grove 55, and also on Twitter, Orange Grove 55. And I'll close it out with hey, we'll do some. There we go.
And everyone put in chat and remind OG to make a TikTok. We need him to make a TikTok
Yes.
ASAP here.
Yeah.
OG or George, the Italiano, aka Sriracha. Remind the people where they can find you, brother.
Absolutely. You can find me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Disney George. You could also now find me on Instagram under the Disney Italiano. And of course, you'll find me on Orange Grove 55 with Citrus Corner with all that sweet, juicy, but sometimes sticky Disney news and info.
Perfect.
Beautiful. And thanks again, guys. You guys are always welcome back. You hear me? All right.
Yeah, as
Candy
long as you
Camper?
ask, we'll be here.
Oh yeah. We'll be asking. Candy Camper. Where
Yeah.
can they find you, bro?
All right, so you can find me at the Candy Camper on YouTube and on X, formerly known as Twitter, and then you can find us at the Bad Thoughts Podcast on Spotify. And then you know what? If you guys see our video on YouTube or on Twitter and X, and you like it and give a little thumbs up, go to our page on YouTube itself and give us a subscribe because we're pushing out a lot of content and we got some good shit coming out. Like to the point where I sit there and now I'm trying to get my head big, but I'm like, fuck, that's funny. Or damn, that's awesome. So if you need that in your life, you need that in your day, and you want to get away from all the bullshit that you just scroll through, it's the same bullshit, but you want to hear our bullshit instead, go listen to us.
There you go.
Subscribe.
Absolutely.
We're here to have fun. We're human.
Yep.
Be human, people. Be human. That's all I ask. This is what this podcast is. Be human, have fun, forget about the fucking people that don't want to have fun.
Yeah, exactly. One of these
Forget
days,
about it.
forget about it. One of these days, actually, I would love to have like you guys on my channel, but you guys take over, right? Like you're hosting and shit. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know that would be fun. Like
I don't know if
like
you
a
want
bad
that.
bad thoughts take over. That'd be so fun.
It's for sure gonna be a what's it called, a after
Bad
dark.
Thoughts 55.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an after dark episode. Just be prepared.
Be
Well,
prepared.
yeah, I'm down to switch. I'm down to switch for an episode. That'd be dope.
That'd be cool.
That'd
That'd be
be dope.
fun. Yeah.
Before we do actually get out of here, we are go ahead and follow the Bad Thoughts Studio on YouTube. We're going to be pushing out a lot of TV show and movie reviews and content. You're going to see OG on there, maybe Citrus George once in a while, but we're going to be doing a lot of there. So go follow that. I'll put that in the description below as well.
And
You
in
can find me-
general,
No, go ahead.
real quick, in general, you don't need to go there to find these people too. Go find Orange Grove. Go find the Citrus George. Just subscribe to everybody.
Yeah,
There we
just
go.
do it.
Subscribe
Just
to
do it.
everybody. Watch their shit. They're funny
And what-
motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. And like I said, we'll have all your guys' stuff in the description below. So go ahead and give them a follow. Find us or find me at Tones_TV, all platforms. Go follow the channel, like Candy Camper said, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all the good stuff. All right. Always a pleasure, guys. All right. Love y'all.